Good evening, everybody. I call to order the Riverview Community School District Board of Education regular meeting for March 19th, 2024. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
President Bohr.
Here.
Vice President Dubinsky.
Here.
Secretary Walker here. Treasurer Davis.
Here.
Trustee Meeks.
Here.
Trustee O'Brien.
Here.
Trustee Toth.
Here.
Please rise for Pledge of Allegiance. On behalf of the board, I'd like to extend our deepest sympathies to former Riverview teacher Beth Gill at the recent passing of her husband Gregory. Gregory was also the father of Riverview graduates Aaron Hill, Matthew Gill, Gregory Gill, and Sean Gill, our Seats Middle School principal. We'd also like to extend our condolences to the family of former Riverview teacher Mrs. Susan Messler, who passed away very peacefully on Friday, March 8th, surrounded by her two daughters, her dog, and her cat. Mrs. Messler taught in Riverview between 1999 and 2015. So we ask you please keep the Gill families and the Messler families in your thoughts and prayers at this time. I'd like to say every season of every month has its own unique points of pirate pride, and this time our board gets to enjoy the presentations of such pirate pride. Student achievement, athletic success, and artistic mastery at our meetings. At this time, Superintendent Hatzel will lead the presentation for the student and athletic accomplishments.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you all for attending tonight, where, as President Bohr stated, we will honor both some academic and athletic achievements. Once again, as we concluded our second trimester in the winter sports season, we are proud of all of our accomplishments, both in the athletic arena as well as in the classroom, as we continue to be the leaders in the area in both of those avenues. But first, we have a special first-time award that's happened. About 10 years ago or so, we started with our 10th grade English classes participating locally in the high school with the Poetry Out Loud competition, where students were able to recite some poetry. Some fellow teachers and English 10 instructors led the competition. And then a few years ago, we started going to the state competition. The winners from Riverview High would go to compete in that. But this year, we had a very, very high accomplishment from one of our students. So I'd like to bring up Miss Sophia Lane. Last week, she went to Lansing for the state competition, and of all the contestants, finished second overall in the entire state. As most of you know, especially their fellow students here tonight, you know, it's never easy to get up in front of a bunch of people, but to do so with such emotion and such great oratory skills is highly commended by everybody who was able to witness it. So congratulations. Miss Barczyk went with her to Lansing. She also received a scholarship, and we're hopeful that maybe we can move up a notch next year. So congratulations, Sophia Lane. Next, I'm going to bring up our athletic director, Mr. Derek DeBrano, to talk about a few of the many accomplishments we had this winter athletically.
Thank you very much.
We kind of finished or continued the trend that we had in the fall season, and our winter season with our student athletes was tremendous for us, not only on the field, on the court, in the pool, but also in the classroom. So we're very proud of our student athletes. I would like to take this time to thank the board as well as Superintendent Hatzel for always supporting our student athletes. It's a big part of what Riverview is, and I'm proud to be a part of it. So we're going to start with our girls varsity basketball team. Head coach Rob Sauter, assistant coaches John Squera and Nolan Gleim. If you would come up for me.
It's the wounded coaching staff here.
Yeah, you get that right. All right, well, thank you. We had a very good season this year for the girls basketball team. They've worked extremely hard for anybody that came out to watch them. They certainly, thank all of you who did come out. Finished the season 18-5, and and then we also won our 6th straight district championship. Just missed the league championship in the last game of the league season, but it was a very, very, very good season. So thank you for that. I'd like to introduce first my assistants, Nolan Gleim and John Squera. Done a lot of work. Really been a very good staff for us. So first, Josie Cangelosi. Joe, stay up here. And Brooklyn Poe. And Kirsten Whitfield. Kaya Hunter. Avery Westbay. Maya Perez. And Annabelle DeBrano. Our girls are very, very busy with spring sports and such, but thank all you girls for coming out for this. All right, come on in for a picture.
Great job, girls. Next, I'm going to bring up our boys varsity basketball team. First-year head coach Tim Stamper is in Florida, enjoying the nice weather. And so we have assistant coach Josh Sammons is going to do the introductions.
All right, guys. Totally was not prepared for this. Thought Coach Doyle was going to be here as well, so this is kind of funny. But we had an excellent season and super proud of our boys. We won districts, first time since 21, I believe it was. Overall finish was, I believe, 16-9. So awesome season. Really happy with our beginning. Like you said, Coach Stamper's first year, so pretty awesome. We have Caleb DeBrano. We have Evan Gallimore. And the last one we have today is Tyler Collins.
Tyler, come on. There you go. Thanks, Coach. You get one, Coach.
Yep. Okay, next up, we have our varsity competitive cheer team. For only the second time in school history, we qualified for regionals, placing third. They did a fantastic job, were amazing on the mats. And so we have assistant coaches, Coach Adriana and Coach Elena, will come up and introduce the girls.
Okay. Hello, I'm Coach Elena. This is Coach Adriana. I just want to say how proud we are of all of our 25 girls that we had on this season, and we couldn't have been prouder of their accomplishments. So we're sad that all 25 of them could not make it due to other sports and activities, but we are thankful to be able to speak of the names who are here today.
We have Jayla Perna, Peyton Van Brimmer, Josie Ortiz, Kyra Murphy, Marissa Scott, Rachel Richards, Kira Fabick, Jenna Henderson, and Lily Berna. Yeah, go scooch, scooch,
Going to tippy toes?
Tippy toes?
Yeah. I'm a little short.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Up next, we have our boys varsity bowling team. We had a state qualifier this year, as well as, and we talk about this all the time, how important academics are. We also had an academic all-state bowler, and so I'm going to invite Coach Bill Patterson to come up here and introduce our athletes.
Yeah, this year we ended up 9-6, and our record doesn't reflect how good these kids actually bowled. I mean, we're close. So hopefully next year we'll be up here with a full team. Hope we qualify for all state. But this year we had one bowler. He was our captain of the team. He was second team all league, and he was all state, all academic. Joey Palomero. Joey Pagano. Joey Palomero is our state rep. Okay, our second bowler that's here with us tonight is Maverick Markham. He came third in regionals. He qualified for state. He was first team all-league. And along with Joey, he was all-league, all-academic too. And he was our MVP. He was the anchor of our team. Maverick.
All right. The last team we're going to honor here is our boys varsity swimming and diving team. We have been very successful in the pool, and it's due to the dedication of our athletes and our coaches, during the summer, in the morning doing workouts. And head coach Ryan Piquel has really got them swimming very fast. So we appreciate all his time and energy and effort with our student athletes. They were Smizzle champions this year, as well as having multiple state qualifiers. So I'll introduce head coach Ryan Piquel so that he can talk about his team.
I want to start by thanking the school board, Superintendent Hatzel, for having us here, for running this event. Congratulate all the other sports as well for a phenomenal winter season. I want to start by calling up the athletes that I do have here, and then I'll talk about them once they're standing up here in the spotlight. I will start with Nathan Brashaw. Rylan Branson. Tim Cruz. Aaron Fabick. Chris Shelton. Luca Vitale. Gabe Magera. Connor Duke. Ewan Todd. Eric Mertolari. Isaiah Leisure. Dominic Fraley. Gavin Ziliak. And Wyatt Pirtle. Had a great group of guys this season. Not everyone is represented here. Got some spring sports and other activities. Here, I'll slide down so you guys can make some space too. Just really quick, building off of what Athletic Director DeBrano mentioned, the guys were Smizzle League champions this year. This is only the second time in school history that we've gone back-to-back Smizzle champions. The first time was in 2017 and 18. This is the first time in school history that they were also back-to-back Huron League champions as well. To do that in consecutive seasons is definitely a awesome achievement for them to have. And it's all because of the hard work that they put in and day out. They finished 13th in the state this year in a very competitive state meet. We had a medley relay of Ewan, Todd, Dominic Fraley, Gavin Ziliak, and Nathan Johnson that were all-state. We also had Ewan and Dominic and Wyatt, Gavin, Tim. We had numerous guys compete in the state meet this year in individual events and in relays, scoring enough points to place 13th. They were champions of the Downriver Classic this year, which is formerly known as the News Herald. One of the biggest accomplishments that we did have, even though last year we won both leagues, we came up short at the Downriver Classic to Trenton, and they did not let that happen this year. They had a phenomenal season, qualifying for states in every event. Our two divers, Connor Duke and Aaron Fabic, that are here, they both made regionals their first year ever diving. So they were diving off the board for about 2.5 months, and they qualified for regionals. We're really close to qualifying for the state meet. So across the board, phenomenal season these guys had. Couldn't be more proud to coach them this season. Thank you.
Great season, man.
Congratulations.
Here, I didn't pass these out. Because
Again, I'd like to congratulate all of our student athletes. I'd like to thank all of the coaches, and I'd also like to thank all of the parents. No matter where we're at, where we're bowling, running, swimming, playing basketball, there's always a large number of maroon and gold supporters. So we want to thank you for that, and thanks to the school board and Superintendent Hatzel for having us here tonight. Thank you.
thank you, Coach DeBrano. Thank you once again. Congratulations. It's just truly amazing the diversity of accomplishments with all the different sports of such a small school. So, again, kudos to the families and kids and coaches. Go Pirates.
Next, we'll move on to guest and visitor comments, the 2-minute session. The purpose of the public participation portion of the meeting is to provide an opportunity for the citizens to share their thoughts with the board. Personal concerns are best handled through proper channels. Questions requiring investigation will be referred to the superintendent for consideration. Are there any guests and visitors with comments for the 2-minute session? Seeing none, we'll move on to item A17, acceptance of agenda. Do I have a motion?
President Bohr,
Vice President Deminsky.
be it resolved, the Riverview Board of Education accepts the agenda for the March 19th, 2024 regular meeting.
Motion by Vice President Deminsky. Do we have support?
Support.
Supported by Treasurer Davis. Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
President Bohr,
Yes.
Vice President Deminsky.
Yes.
Secretary Walker, yes. Treasurer Davis.
Yes.
Trustee Meeks.
Yes.
Trustee Toth.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
Next, we'll move on to item A18, consent grouping. Do I have a motion?
President Bohr?
Trustee Toth?
Be resolved, the Riverview Board of Education accepts the minutes of the February 26, 2024 study session, the minutes of the February 27, 2024 regular meeting, approves the check registers and purchase card expense reports, approves the hiring certified personnel, and acknowledge the spring sports coaching staff as all contained in the consent grouping.
Motion by Trustee Toth. Do we have support?
Support.
Supported by Trustee Meeks. Any discussion? Hearing none. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
Secretary Walker, yes. Treasurer Davis.
Yes.
Trustee Toth.
Yes.
President Boer.
Yes.
Vice President Dominski.
Yes.
Trustee Meeks.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
President Boer, we'd like to introduce a new teacher in our district for special education. Our HR Director, Jen Ekman, will introduce us to her and the board.
Catching up from there. So we are really excited to introduce Tara Lewandowski as the newest member of our Riverview teaching team. Tara holds a bachelor's degree in secondary education from Eastern Michigan University and a master's in special education from Western Governors University. Tara most recently has been teaching at Monroe Public Schools in a young 5s to 2nd grade resource room. Over the past 10 plus years, she has helped to provide support to many students with diverse learning needs. So we know that Tara is going to be an exceptional addition to the resource room at Memorial Elementary. Tara, if you'd like to come up and meet the board.
Welcome aboard. I just want to say congratulations and welcome aboard, Mrs. Lewandowski. We look forward to you working with our staff and our administration for the success of our kids and our families. Next, we'll move on to board updates, administrative comments, legislative reports. Superintendent Hatzel.
Thank you, President Boer. I'm going to defer to Ms. Wood, our student liaison, first, and fill in any gaps. She's got a good report for us.
Yes. Okay. We at RCHS are very happy with how our winter sports wrapped up and want to congratulate everyone for their achievements, as stated earlier. In addition, DECA Club had 8 qualifiers for state where they went to the state conference this past weekend in downtown Detroit. Thank you to Mrs. Potts for supervising this event. We also want to congratulate Culinary for placing 5th in their competition in Lansing last week. They will compete at a KitchenAid competition in Battle Creek in May. Special shout out to Vaso Palio Theodoris, chairperson of Student Council's Charity Committee. She delivered items and money collected from RCHS students and staff over the last 3 months. We were able to deliver 26 backpacks filled with socks, hygiene items, cold weather items, and food, $100 in cash, and additional cases of food to the center that serves the homeless in Monroe. The donation was the culmination of the Pie the Principal fundraiser during the Holiday Spirit Week and the Do More for Those with Less drive during the Spirit Week in winter. Thank you to everyone who contributed. Spring sports are also underway, and this will take us into spring break, which starts this Friday after school, and we will return Monday, April 1st. After we return, we will have SAT and PSAT testing on April 9th and 10th. We hope everyone has an amazing and safe spring break.
Thank you, Kara.
Thank you indeed. A few other comments. I want to thank those that participated with us in conjunction with the City of Riverview. We had a booth at the Easter Stroll this weekend. We had a group of students and staff who braved the wind but represented Riverview excellently. So I appreciate that school and community conjunction event. It was a nice event to see. We also had an ECLC literacy night last week, and over 150 family members came to participate at our early childhood center, which is at our St. Cyprian complex. Really cool inaugural event and great, again, family participation. We have, as Kiera said, some other academic slash extracurricular accomplishments with the culinary and DECA. Again, aside from just athletics, the extracurricular success of our Pirates is awesome. We do have two very powerful field trips right now. Our 8th graders are in Washington, D.C. They'll be gone until Friday, and then on this Thursday, our largest group ever from the high school is headed to Europe for their field trip. So lots of great experiences here in Riverview, which brings us to things to look out for on your calendar. Our kindergarten roundup comes up after spring break, as well as our school of choice window. And then we will have summer school information out to our families really shortly, so you can prep for the summer. So lots of great things going on in Riverview. And if you're not yet a Pirate, now's the time to join our team.
Thank you, Superintendent Hatzel. Next, we'll move on to item A19, new business, award technology E-rate purchases. Superintendent Hatzel, background, please.
E-rate is a federally funded program providing discounts for schools ranging from 20 to 90%, depending on the school's location and economic need of the students. Funding is requested under 4 categories of service: telecommunications, internet, internal connections, and basic maintenance of internal connections. To utilize the remaining Category 2 funds of $12,262.73, the Technology Department proposes purchasing firewall security licenses, SFP fiber modules, and wireless controller SmartNet licenses. Applications were sent to vendors to bid on the help of our E-rate consultant. It is the recommendation of the superintendent, the district technology coordinator, and the director of business and finance that the Board of Education award the purchase of firewall security licenses, electronics, optics, and SmartNet wireless controllers to Ina Comp.
Thank you, Superintendent Hatzel. Do I have a motion?
President Bohr,
Trustee Meeks.
be it resolved, the Riverview Board of Education award the purchase of the firewall and security licenses, electric, optics, and SmartNet wireless controllers to Ina Comp for a total not to exceed $1,503.75.
Motion by Trustee Meeks. Do we have support?
Support.
Supported by Vice President Dominski. Any discussion? Hearing none. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
Trustee Toth.
Yes.
Vice President Dominski.
Yes.
Secretary Walker, yes. Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
President Bohr.
Yes.
Trustee Meeks.
Yes.
Treasurer Davis.
Yes.
Next, we'll go to guest and visitor comments for the 5-minute session. Any guests or visitors here tonight with comments for the 5-minute session? Next, we'll move to items for discussion presented by board members concerning which no action can be taken. Any items for discussion?
President Bohr,
Trustee Meeks.
as we know, March is Reading Month, and I was invited by Mrs. Kordelewski to read in her kindergarten class. She has about 22 kindergartners, and I read The Napping House, and the kids were really sweet and special. And after I read the book, they had an activity that they did that correlated with the book. And also, I went to see Godspell at the high school, and the kids did an amazing job. The singing was phenomenal. So it was been a great month. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Meeks. Any other items for discussion? I just want to give one comment on our Hall of Fame event, which we had. It was a full house Friday, March 8th. And I'd like to once more thank the Hall of Fame committee, including Mary Zellner, Fred Kyer, Jerry Perry, and our own Trustee Meeks and Superintendent Hatzel, who serve on the committee, for really all their hard work all through the year, seeking out donations, planning, fundraising, and organizing, and bringing forth that wonderful night of shared celebration of community and school pirate pride of our district and city. And I'd like to once more offer congratulations to our senior scholarship recipients at that banquet, and congratulations to our district educators and staff who are also recognized for their excellence. And also congratulations to the Hall of Fame inductees as well, including our own retired athletic director, head football coach, and teacher Jeff Sturgalis. I want to thank the sponsors and the donors. As I understand, some $38,000 was given away that night to approximately 20 or 22 students. So a tremendous level of support from the community and businesses for that event. I want to thank Trustee O'Brien for his bringing a enthusiastic spirit of popcorn machine to the literacy night and really making that, really adding that special touch to the ECRC literacy night, helping the kids there too. Right around the corner is spring, and even though the weather's been up and down, I just want to wish everyone a restful, a family-filled, safe travels if you're going out of town. I want to wish everyone a safe spring break. With that, we need a motion to adjourn. Oh, sorry, let me go back and read future business. April's study session will be Monday, April 22nd at 6:30 at RCHS. And the regular meeting for April will be here in the City Hall Council Chambers, Tuesday, April 23rd. Now we'll need a motion for adjournment.
President Boer,
Trustee Toth.
motion to adjourn.
Motion by Trustee Toth. Do I have support?
Support.
Supported by Trustee Meeks. Any discussion? Hearing none. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
President Boer,
Yes.
Vice President Dominski.
Yes.
Secretary Walker, yes. Treasurer Davis.
Yes.
Trustee Meeks.
Yes.
Trustee Toth.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Meeting adjourned, 7:37.